What's up? Welcome to Panelloids, Comic Books, and More, your fix of comic book related news, rumors, leaks, reviews, and creator interviews. I'm Pierre, your host, and with us tonight, we've got Kyle, our producer, Smarty Pants Jeremiah, 10 seconds behind Dimitri, as well as a super special guest host. That's right. Tonight, we're joined by not only musician, voice actor, TV star, but most importantly, comic book enthusiast, the one and only Franklin Jonas.
Hello.
We'll insert a round of applause there. There's a round of applause in there.
I'll add it later.
Soundbite.
Generally happy to be here. I don't think we've
had
for now. It's still early.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Halfway through, he's like, you just see his face, just like, I fucking hate this.
Drain. I turn off my camera.
It just turns it off. Before we get into it, tell our viewers a little about yourself.
Hi, my name is Franklin Jonas. I am the youngest brother in a family of musicians. The eldest, all are in a band called the Jonas Brothers. And
never heard of them.
Yeah, they're Jersey royalty though. Come on, guys.
They are
really?
Royalty. They are Jersey royalty. Oh wait, no. I don't know who they are. I don't know who they are.
Exactly. Caught you. Besides being a child of nepotism, I'm a musician as well. I host a TV show called Claim to Fame on ABC, and I did some voice acting, as you said, as a kid. I'm in Ponyo. And most of all, I love comic books and all things nerdy.
That is the most important bit.
That's pretty important. It's pretty important. And I've been really afraid to talk about, afraid to kind of open up about that side of me till recently. And then now that I've immediately I get all of these amazing connections. I'd listened to your guys' podcast before you'd reached out, and it's just so cool.
It's ridiculously crazy.
I mean, dude, my girlfriend always makes fun of me because I always say I'm in the community now, babe, and I always say that. But it's cool to stop being a dirty little lurker on subreddits I'm an original poster now.
I 100% agree with you because I feel like it's almost taboo in a way to like anime, to Marvel, it's we get hate comments all the time, oh, grow up, stop being a child. It's just because I like a comic book, it's
so wild how positive I build up in my head, I don't know, kind of doesn't feel like my brand or whatever. It's the thing I care about most in this world, and I'm I can't talk about it. I don't know. And then immediately once I start talking about it, all I get is love, and now I'm mutuals with some of my favorite creators, which is really cool.
That's dope. That's
dude.
Special. So.
Dennis Camp followed me back.
Oh,
there you go.
It's pretty sick, dude.
Now the community is very welcoming, I'd say. You go to these Comic Cons, you go to anything, a lot of these writers and artists, everything, it's just crazy to think where we're at, and we're just talking to them, and they're just bring us in, I don't know. It's awesome.
I've been going to cons since I was a kid, but I feel this year SDCC is going to feel very different now that I don't know, I'm more open about this side of me, which I'm stoked about.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I'm excited to see what you do and get at SDCC. So
yeah, you got to post that, definitely.
Yeah, I definitely will. I'm interested. This, like I said, I think it's going to be a very different year for me now, because I last 2 years I've gone to the cool parties, but I've always thought that they weren't as cool as the cool parties that I wasn't invited to, of the creator part of the con. So we'll see.
Cool. Who knows? You might even get yourself involved into maybe writing something one day. I don't know.
That's the dream, brother. That's the dream.
When and how did you get into comics?
I got into comics, I believe I was 7. I mean, I'd always been obviously a kid who loves superheroes. And when I was 7, I remember my first comic. It was a Marvel Adventures, like little children's Marvel Adventures books that they used to put out. It was a Spider-Man versus Gargoyle story. And I became obsessed. And I read it, I don't even know, 3 or 4 times. The bindings were probably falling off by the time I was done with it. And then my dad took me to my local comic book shop, which was still the shop that I go to today, House of Secrets in Burbank, California. Incredible store, great people there.
Eisner award-winning store.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, it is. And I definitely get perks from being a lifelong store customer. I do get a little, I do have loyalty to this store. And yeah, so I went, and then I started reading pretty slowly, but then by the time I was like 12, my parents, they just decided that, listen, if he's reading, and he's coming home with, God, $100, $200 worth of books a week, but he's reading them, and so like what else? And he's reading them over and over and over again. So we have to support this, whatever it is. And I was ravenous, man. I had a pull list at 12, and it was thick, and I just kept reading. And then around college, I fell off a bit right after Secret Wars. It's like 2016. And then I got back into it periodically, would like come back in for an event or come in for this or that, and read a lot on my phone. And then it was the end of last year, it was like, oh, I need to, like, this is a part of me that I'm not doing. And I became like a kid again and ravenously caught up to everything that I wanted to be caught up on, and read a couple years worth of comics in a few months. And now we're here, man. And it just feels so good to be back to my full potential.
I have to ask, are you one of those guys who has to read like what came out before? Like you can't just jump into a series.
Yeah.
Like if it's 2 years old, you got to go all the way back to the beginning.
Of course. Yeah, of course. I have to. I can't do it. I can't do that. I need
That's
to
what
know.
that first page is for, to catch you up.
Yeah, but
I'm with you. It's hard to get caught up like that. Just one page, like just here's the story. Yeah.
I'm at the point now where I'm so dedicated to this side of me where I need to go back, to the point where I went back to on Marvel Unlimited. And if you scroll down, if you go to like issues and then sort by oldest date, you can scroll down to whatever. I decided on 1975, like around the Shooter era, and then I just have been reading from there down. I'm skipping a couple series. Some things I'll come back to, but for the most part, I've read about. I'm at 1987 now after 6 months of doing this.
Damn.
And
you are ravenous.
I'm ravenous, dude. I'm ravenous. So I'm getting.
So you did Secret Wars. You did Secret Wars 2. You're about to get into Mutant Massacre.
I just finished Mutant Massacre.
Okay, so yeah, I know where I'm at in the timeline. So.
Oh yeah. Psylocke has officially joined the team. We're doing well.
So you're a little crazier than me. Like I went 2 years back to catch up on Venom because like I like really liked where the symbiotes were and everything, and I was like,
yeah,
how did we get here? Like I'm reading issue. I'm like, all right, let me go back, and like I went all the way back to like make sure I knew everything about it. Like I'm like obsessed now.
Once you get to that, to those like modern continuities, it can get. Especially like the symbiote continuity stuff. I haven't even touched that, and I'm reading. I don't even know if I could. That's deep.
Great.
There's a reason I don't read mutants. Like there's a reason. It's because
you're off mutants.
I did Uncanny Spider-Man because Nightcrawler's my boy. But I completely avoided the Krakoa era. I'm a street level dude. I will get to it eventually, but as of now, I don't do mutants.
Okay.
Franklin gasped to that, and I'm pretty sure everyone here avoided the Krakoa era. Like
No, I did a lot of it. No, I did a lot of it.
Wow.
No, yeah, you did.
All right.
Not
Okay.
only
Finish
did
it.
Kyle do the Krakoa era, but
It's-
like with Panaloids, when we like really
It's up
started
there.
going, that was at the beginning of the Krakoa era. So
Yeah.
Got it. What I will say is I did avoid the ending. I did avoid Fall of X.
Me too. Yeah.
There was, I believe
Good
it was
call.
on one of the podcasts that he's like off the panel or whatever that other podcast is that
Mhm.
Hickman comes on. It's like the only one that he does. But he talked about a little bit about the tossing of hands and the changing of direction of it. And after that, like right after Inferno, it was tough. It's tough.
now I don't mean to jump ahead, but I'm really curious. Are you going to read Heroes Reborn when you get there, or are you just going to avoid that?
I've had this whole debate. I've thought about this ad nauseum because I've never read it. I've never read it, and I've thought about it.
You're a better person for not, though.
Yes. However, you know, I am a Franklin Richards stan till I die. So some part of me, he's pretty pivotal to that storyline, especially
Yeah.
is it Heroes, whatever the
Return.
Heroes Return. Yes. I know that he's pivotal to that. And so I feel like I have to read to some degree his chronology. And so I kind of feel like I have to.
All the power to you. All the power to you. When you get there, I will be watching very intently to see your thoughts on that.
Yeah, you know, I'll keep you updated for sure. I'll keep you updated. But like, I don't know. Going through, there is stuff that I definitely remember really fondly as a kid, and then now as an adult. Like, I had read Secret Wars 1 and 2 as a kid, and rereading as an adult, like, oh god, like this sucks. Like, this is terrible.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why people like this. Like, what is this? And especially Secret Wars 1, it is. And I had just read the Marvel Comics Story Untold, the book about their publishing history.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about this. Yeah.
I got mine here.
Oh my god.
Okay. I loved this book. This book sucked and made me so mad. The end of the book where they decide they didn't even, okay. But
yeah, he's getting so heated about it. I love it.
They spend.
This is the place. This is the place. Let it out.
Yeah, 100 pages on the 50s and 60s, 100 pages on the 70s, 100 pages on the 80s, and then the 90s and then 2000s are in like 75 pages, and most of that is fucking. I don't know if I can curse. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
All
back. Okay.
Curse away. Curse more, actually.
Those 75 pages are fucking like just like courtroom dealings. They don't even mention. It's all just talk about bankruptcy. They spend X amount of 30 pages talking about the founding of Image, but they don't even reference Amalgam or Marvel versus DC. Like, they don't even talk about stuff like that, of like ways they tried to get. I loved it up until that point, and then I was just like, why am I here?
Have you read this or no?
I haven't, and that's on my list.
This will piss you off. If
Okay.
you got mad at the back half of this will royally piss you off, because it pissed me right the fuck off. But I did enjoy it for what it is. Also, I don't know if you've read this 10 Cent Plague.
I haven't. It's on my list as well.
So there's a whole chapter about my hometown in this book.
Will also
really?
piss you off?
Yes.
Will that
Will
piss you off?
So my hometown is famous for very few things, but one of the things it's famous for, it had the largest comic book burning that's ever happened in December of 1949, less than 2 miles from where I'm sitting. So
I mean, that's pretty cool though.
Me being such a comic mark, I'm trying to make up for that. So that's like my goal essentially.
You're reborn out of the ashes.
One of the reasons my dad supported my comic book love was because, and it had nothing to do with the Comic Authority code or anything like that, but he had a huge collection as a kid, and he started putting his comics in his like his clothing drawers to keep them safe, and putting his clothes on the floor. And his mom told him to put them away, and he didn't do it. He came from school one day, and there was this massive bonfire in his backyard, and it was all of his comic books. And he had some pre-Batman, like DC Western books, like
pre-code,
pre-code. Like he had.
Are you on speaking terms with your grandparents? Because I wouldn't be.
Yes, I am. But there's definitely some you had no idea what you did with even if they were in terrible condition and you read them all over and over and over and over again, it doesn't matter. And so that's why he paid for me to collect books and go the way I did. And then, like we talked about before this a bit, I sold them and went to college off that money.
Yeah, I got one textbook out of my comic collection when I went to college. You got a little bit more than that. So.
I was like, we were going to auctions and estates that he was really supportive of that part of me.
Awesome.
And
he was probably looking for himself too. He was like, you know what I mean? Like it was
living vicariously through your collection.
Yeah, exactly. And so it was a real bonding thing for us, and it paid off in the end. We had some really cool books that we got at ridiculous prices that I still look back on now, and how we had, a 9.6 and a 9.8 for 180 and 181 Incredible Hulk, and I mean, we bought those for 1/20th what we sold them for when I went to college. So
yeah, for those who don't know the price of 181 right now, a 9.8 just sold on Heritage for what, 18,000?
I believe a bit more. I think
that feels low.
I think they're up to 30 now.
Oh damn. Okay. Well,
I think they're up there.
It may have not been a 9.8 then.
I know that when we sold them, it was about that area.
Yeah. So, anyways, moving on.
That's it. So we got them heated up. We're ready to go. We're gonna go right into the nerdy news, guys. The nerdy news. Batman #1 drops September 3rd from Matt Fraction. I always say things wrong. And is it Jorge or George Jimenez? Before I screw this up again, it's Jorge Jimenez. All right, Batman #1 drops September 3rd. Jeremiah, this is your note. Except variants, including expect. I'm fucking this all up. I'm sorry.
So, all right, Batman #1 drops.
I don't like that.
There are an insane amount of variants. We've got the 5 variants. You're getting a 1 in 25. You're getting a 1 in 50. But this cover right here that we're seeing from Art Gem is an open order DC Showcase Premium variant that will MSRP for $24.99. The regular book is going to be $5.99. So this book will be valued at 5 times more. Open order variant, meaning that any store's going to order any amount that they want. They don't have to order a ratio to get there. But it's MSRPing for $24.99, so it's most likely going to cost your store roughly $12 to $15. Is this worth buying? Don't know. Also, off the backs of Battle Beast, Batman #1 will have blind bag variants. Blind bags will be $9.99, and they can contain 1 in 25, 1 in 50s as well. So this is kind of insane. DC going really hard into the variant game, especially for Batman #1. The sales numbers on this book are actually going to be ridiculous. I think Matt Fraction can buy a new house in Portland just on issue #1. So I'm curious what you guys think of the premium $24.99 variant, even though it's not a ratio.
I'm personally not a huge fan of the modern, the whatnot CGC variant culture of modern collecting. I think that variants are cool to collect. I think that making them, specifically the Battle Beast grab bag thing, I think it was cool, but then similar to as you've seen with other blind bag stuff in the past, it just becomes really fatty really quick.
Yes. If it leads to artists being paid more, I'm all for it, but I don't think that's the case with this. So that's the reason I'm kind of against it.
There you go.
So
yeah, it's gonna be interesting because It's obviously going to sell really well because it's Batman. And Matt Fraction, I mean, it's going to be good, but that's kind of crazy. $25 for same print possibility of cover A. That's
yeah. The open order thing is the thing that is a little concerning to me, because like if it was a ratio, yeah, I could see spending $24.99 on a 1 in 25 or even a 1 in 50. But the fact that you can order as many as you'd like, Marvel got shit on this a few years ago when they did a premium variant for Ultimate Invasion, where MSRP'd for $15 when the regular issue was $7. So that's only double as opposed to 5 times.
Yeah, I like the 1 in 100, like the 1 in 1000s. Like it's like, all right, cool. Like there's a reason why I'm doing this, you know, like
you got to reach. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, all right, just here's $25. Just give me my special book. Like, I don't know. It doesn't give me like that same feel, you know? I don't know. Anyways, moving on. James Gunn says it's highly unlikely that Robert Pattinson's Batman will join the DCU. Is this a mistake? Would you want to see Pattinson in the DCU, or do you want a new Batman? Franklin, I'll go to you.
I don't want a new Batman, but the thing is that it seems like they're doing, or he's leading towards Justice League International or Justice League Unlimited as an inspiration. And that Batman just feasibly can't be Robert Pattinson. And it doesn't seem like that would make any sense to make his character become this real cartoonish general leader behind the scenes, whatever you want to call that. And I think that's he's talked about it in an interview recently about how they have the Batman problem of how do we make this Batman? How do we introduce this Batman? What is the reasoning behind this Batman being both what people perceive as Batman versus what they want to use him as, which is a more comic accurate character to the version of the character from the late 90s, early 2000s. But I don't know. You know, I would prefer it to be that because it's cool, but because of the Batman and Robin films, like the idea of like a campy Batman doesn't sit well with audiences
nowadays, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, who do you cast as Batman then?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, you. That's fine. There's this casting. Move on.
No. Oh God. No. Definitely not me. Definitely not
That's
me.
the clip. That's the clip.
Yep.
I would do
Franklin cast himself.
Damien. Clip farm.
Damien. I could see you as Damien. That'd be dope.
Damien. I would love it. That would be a dream. I think I have too much stubble now, though. I think that's I've passed the age range. Yeah. I think people were fan casting what's his face from Supernatural and The Boys.
Jensen Ackles.
Jensen Ackles. I think that'd be really cool. I think that he could pull off that grizzled, but also like has quips, like Brave and the Bold. That cartoon level of Batman would be interesting.
He was good in The Boys.
He's great.
But my issue is I would hear him as Jason Todd the whole time because of Under the Red Hood.
Yeah.
That'd be my issue.
But he has legs in the series. You know, he has legs in the universe, and so he would be accepted to some degree and have at least some prior knowledge.
I could see him as Jason Todd though too, like just in
that being said,
live action. That'd be fire.
Neil Patrick Harris as Batman would not be a bad choice if he bulked up a little bit.
Are we clip farming? Is that what that was?
What?
I wasn't ready for that one.
Dimitri's raised his hand.
Oh. Hold on, 10 seconds. 10.
I think Gigantic Bolos was right with Alan Richardson, and it should not be connected to Pattinson Batman.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dimitri.
I agree.
Like,
I just think he's bulky though. That's the only thing. Like he's like a big dude, and then it's like he's gonna be bigger than Superman. Although I will say, absolute Batman's kind of doing that. So like,
I was gonna say,
I like the there was another interview with somebody talking about doing like a comic accurate Wonder Woman and having her be 6'8" or whatever she is, and have her be taller than both Batman and Superman. And that's the trouble with casting. That'd be amazing. It'd be so good.
Yeah.
In the immortal worlds of Jack Kirby, I like big women.
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, Sakurai, woo!
Now Jeremiah's going to show his tattoo. What? Go ahead. We know you want to. There you go.
Oh, amazing.
Daredevil, Spider-Man.
He's got a lot of them.
Is that a Romita Spider-Man?
It is a Romita Spider-Man. Actually, it's right here.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
Manny Murdois colored it for me. So, and then I had my tattoo artist do it. So
that's awesome. That is so dope. I need more. The Silver Surfer is the only one that I have, and it was my second tattoo.
And that's cool, that's a John Buscema, right? That's not a Kirby?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, no shade. I mean, John Buscema is just as great as an artist as Kirby is.
I love John Buscema. I have a recreation that he did of his Wolverine cover in like large format, and I bought it.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's like one of the things, still a few things that I still have from being a kid.
I got a story I haven't shared on Panaloids before that I really want to talk about right now for a second. So pre-pandemic, they did the Marvel experience was at the Franklin Institute in Philadelphia. I have a friend who lives there. She's a big Eagles fan too. Hi, Rachel. Anyways, we were going through the exhibit, and I basically became a tour guide for my friend Rachel and her husband. So I was explaining the significance of all the artwork and all the artifacts we were seeing. And we ended up getting like this crowd of people that was like following us at a like decent distance, but they clearly were listening to what I was saying. And we were around the corner, and there was John Buscema's original art to Avengers 57 First Vision. I literally dropped to my knees and started weeping, and this crowd just dispersed super quickly. I didn't expect to see that. And so I'll send Kyle the photo. There's a photo of me with it. It's the only photo I took with something at the exhibit was the First Vision artwork.
Jeremiah gets very emotional over.
You do weep a lot in public.
I do weep a lot in public.
He weeps a lot.
Because I'm in touch with my emotions doesn't make me a weak man.
You weep a lot. You weep a lot. That's the next intro that we have. Definitely going to include the guy that cries a lot. Jeremiah.
That's good.
That's fine, Jeremiah. I cried a lot too. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm not gonna admit that here on Panelites. But anyways, DC just announced Red Hood, a 17+ ongoing by Gretchen Felker Martin and Jeff Spokes. Out this September, it follows Jason Todd as he leaves Gotham for New Angelique. Is this a pull or a pass? Pull. Jeremiah, anyone? You're pulling. Okay. All right.
It's a pass.
Wow.
No, I'm just
I'm going to wait for the reviews on that one because I have it's unpopular opinion. I know that not everyone liked it, but one of my first real Jason Todd books was Red Hood and the Outlaws during the New 52. And I love that series. And I think that he's a particularly hard character to write at least as I've seen outside of that, like in a solo series. I haven't loved everything I've read. So I'll wait to see.
I think he is on the same level of Punisher in terms of difficult characters to write a good story about.
Yeah.
So
I think it's his first
should be interesting.
solo.
It's his first Red Hood solo.
Right.
Every other one has been a mini. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So
I don't know. I'll pick it up just to pick it up. Speculation.
Dimitri.
I didn't notice the hand. I'm sorry, Dimitri.
I will also wait.
All right.
For reviews.
No. Thank you, Dimitri.
Thank you.
Dimitri has chimed in. First appearance of Absolute Killer Croc in Absolute Batman number 12. Do you think he will be a friend like many of his other villains? I kind of want.
I hope he used to be a pet.
I want to be a friend. Like he just comes out of the water all menacing. He's like, "What's up?" Like I want it to be just like a friendly interaction.
I think it's Godzilla. Like it has to be size comparison. Like everything's upscaled. It has to just be like Godzilla.
Oh yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
I
like
mean, look how long
he
is.
I like that take.
He's big. He's a big guy.
Bane was huge. Bane was pretty big. Made Batman look
gotta be bigger.
tiny.
I think that they're gonna do the I have to save my friend, and then he's gonna ride him. If anything in the absolute Batman stuff, he's gonna become his mount or something.
I like it. Let's go, Croc. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Ride off. All right.
Yeah.
All right. But then who are they fighting against together?
Oh, Solomon Grundy.
All right.
Absolute Solomon Grundy, because he's got to be massive.
He's even bigger. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I like it. Dimitri raised his hand. Everyone, damn it. Go to Dimitri.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I did. I think it's going to be, like you guys are saying, like an absolute Killer Croc / Godzilla type thing, going against like a absolute Batman Mothra type thing, and he might turn into Man Bat for some time. It would be like a huge Man Bat.
Okay, that's interesting.
Okay,
that's why I almost picked up a Man Bat figure today. Wow. So like I really like just Man Bat in general and that happening.
Well, they had the Man Bat skeleton in the background of the Mr. Freeze issues. There was like a skeleton of the Man Bat behind it, and it was like one of the experiments that the absolute whatever Dr. Is it Victor Hugo? No.
I believe it's Hugo.
Dr. Hugo. Yeah, it was his experiments. Absolute. Mr. Freeze is one of them, and then in the background they have this Man Bat. So I could see him getting infected, and that would be really cool.
I would like that.
That was a good hand raise, Dimitri. That might be the best hand raise.
That was a good one. I like that one.
Very good take. So Jeremiah's going through something here.
Always
I think he's trying to get the answer.
I had that issue. I couldn't find it really quick. I missed that. I missed that Man Bat skeleton. I wanted to see it.
We'll correct it next week.
Kyle will do it with the clips. So
yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks. Gotcha.
Clip farm.
Which are you most excited for? Deadpool, Batman, Wonder Woman, Captain America, Daredevil, Green Arrow, or Crypto, Jeff the Land Shark? That's right. Those books are coming out. We have a crossover event. Deadpool, Batman by Zeb Wells and Greg Capullo. Wonder Woman, Captain America by Zdarsky and Dodson. Daredevil, Green Arrow by Kevin Smith and Kubert. And Crypto, Jeff the Land Shark by our friend Kelly Thompson and Gurihiru. I think I said that right. I think I got it. I think I nailed it. I think I nailed it. Nope. Yeah. I'll just go first. You guys know the answer here. It's Crypto and Jeff the Land Shark.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah,
that might have been the big announcement she wouldn't tell us. We're not sure, but
Kevin Smith coming back to Daredevil and Green Arrow at the same time. Give it to me now. Give it to me right now.
Jersey.
Yeah. There's a lot of good books here.
I might say Wonder Woman and Captain America because I'm a Zdarsky fanboy, and I think that would be. I think that one would be cool. Although I will be definitely getting the Crypto and Land Shark for my nieces. I want to get that for them.
Start them early.
Oh, dude, I got one niece and she's obsessed with Moon Girl.
Oh, nice. That's
awesome
thing.
Oh, that's awesome. Moon Girl.
They love Moon Girl.
Dude, but it's so hard to find like toys, Moon Girl toys. It's so interesting.
It's gonna come. It's coming. It's
so I just come every time I see her, I bring like a new Moon Girl trade.
That's awesome. That's so cool. I just want to shout out real quick. Jeff Landshark #1 dropped today, so
it did.
That up. Oh, was it today?
Yeah, new #1, and it actually looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, anyways. We're gonna move on. Dimitri did raise his hand, but I don't know if he is done raising his hand. If he wants to say it.
Oh, I want Wonder Woman, Captain America. That looks the best, most appetizing.
Most appetizing. I like it.
Terry Dodson artwork, Chip Zdarsky story. That's gonna be.
I wrote my fist this time.
I think it's very hard for me to adopt another Wonder Woman in my heart. Like absolute Wonder Woman just did it, and any other Wonder Woman is just not going to do it justice anymore for me. I'm sorry. It's done. It's cooked. We're going to move on, though. Knull. That's right. Knull, you haven't heard his name in a while. Knull returns in Venom 250 this October. That's right. Giant-sized issue featuring stories from Al Ewing, Charles Soule, with art by Carlos Gomez. That's right. MJ's Venom versus Knull. Is this too soon for Knull to return? Franklin, I saw you gasp. You were ready for something.
I'm not the biggest Knull fanboy. I don't know.
Franklin, you're done. Never mind. No,
I know.
No. Never mind. Moving on.
He's been dead for what? 2 years?
2 years. Yeah. I get the hype. He's cool. I don't know. I think some of those like god power villains, like I'm a big fan of just as like a reference, like Stephanie Phillips's Phoenix run, but like I hated the way that they treated Gore in that book, for instance. And I feel like Knull now is just going to fall into that of like these like neoclassic characters that are just used as like, oh, it's 250, let's bring him back and let's use him as cannon fodder for one issue and then throw him away again.
Yeah, Franklin, I want to kiss you. Like the fact that you have that thought process. Just, thank you. Thank you for feeling that way.
That's a very good take. I know Kyle feels that way about Gore. Like Gore he's just been tossed around like he's nothing now, and it's really upsetting. Even just in the movies, the books, it's just
and like my favorite actor too, and it still like didn't.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
No, isn't it just because he did so many Planet of the Apes stuff that you like Andy Serkis, or you just actually like Andy Serkis?
I'm talking about Christian Bale.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Knull. My bad.
We don't talk about that version of Knull.
I didn't even watch
Knull,
the movie.
Yeah,
I kind of did. It was in the background.
They screwed that up too.
I refuse.
I forgot about that too. Damn. Knull makes a great action figure. Let me say that much. So I may or may not have 2 Knull action figures, but no big deal. It's fine. I don't like Knull. Who likes Knull? Yeah, not me.
He's great. I just don't want him to be overused going forward.
Yeah. And that's what's gonna happen. 100%.
Yeah,
you're right.
Of course.
Yep. They're using them for money. Punisher will appear in Spider-Man Brand New Day. His first time with Tom Holland's Spidey in the MCU. What comic arc should they adapt?
Ooh, Amazing Spider-Man 577, written by Zeb Wells, art by Paulo Rivera. Let's go.
For the people that don't know that, please, Jeremiah. Please.
Just an awesome like one shot with Punisher basically trying to kill a bunch of people and Spider-Man trying to make sure he doesn't.
I like that.
Doesn't Punisher like shoot Spider-Man?
Oh.
At one point in their history, not in that issue, I don't think.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a famous cover? It's a famous
cover. Amazing
like
Spider-Man.
His first appearance. Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man 129.
So we need him
in that cover
to shoot Peter.
Well, just see him in his sights. Just to see him in his sights. You just want Peter dead, you fuck.
Like, you will find any way to kill Peter.
Just take him out.
Miles
make room.
Will have his day. Fucking chill, okay?
But if you adapt that, right, and twist it where like Punisher does shoot Spider-Man, right? And like that's how we like lose our Peter.
I believe
I think that at this point, with what they've done with the Punisher for the Netflix and now the new Disney Plus stuff, I think that you can't introduce Punisher as anything but an ally, really, to some degree. His like terminal stasis is to be a minor B character that helps move along the plot now. I think that it would be difficult to have him be anything but someone on some level of team or to help him do stuff, which I think is unfortunate for that character because you miss out on a lot of the cool early Punisher stuff where he kind of is more of the antagonist than the protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to give him
about
this.
Oh,
sorry, go.
Is this guarantees a grounded Spider-Man? Punisher's not going to space, even though we've had Space Punisher.
Also, there's all that stuff about the Mr. Negative making, and Hulk's going to be in the movie, and it's gonna. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff coming out.
Grounded. You can keep it city level. You can keep it city level.
So and they do Gray Hulk with the fedora in New York, and he's
Joe Fixit, let's go.
Yeah, Joe Fixit, thank you.
My big theory was that with the Mr. Negative thing and the Hulk, I was thinking that they would have Mr. Negative fuck Mr. Hulk. They would fuck they would fall.
Whoa.
They just fuck. There's a big orgy. It's just whatever. No.
Who's the top?
So Mr. Negative would do something to the Hulk's mind where like he'd go crazy in the city, and then Spider-Man would have to like fight Mr. Negative and Hulk, and then eventually that would push us into Hulk being crazy again.
So they're gonna Avengers 2 the Hulk in this movie?
I just want Hulk to be back, like not bad, but like back
Allegedly.
to being Hulk.
Rampaging.
Yeah. Need that back. I don't know. Smart Hulk's not doing it for me. Just so underpowered. But I will say, if you give Punisher the War Machine suit, I don't care about the Hulk anymore. Just leave the Hulk. He wants to be smart. Let him be smart. That could be my rampaging monster at that point. I'm happy if we make that a thing. So
I think it'll probably. I think that my hope would be that they figure their shit out and they do a proper Devil's Reign that goes on for a while, and they properly redo what could have been a really great Daredevil series. Sorry, hot take. I didn't like Born Again. I wanted to really bad, but I didn't love it. And I think
Do you think?
But
no, you go on.
No, please. No, you. No.
Are we getting the white go-go boots?
What do you mean by white go-go boots?
For Punisher.
Oh.
Oh, okay. No. Oh, no, never. No. Never.
Well, like
they're just gonna make him more tactical until he becomes War Machine. I think will be the way it goes.
There you go. Yeah.
If they don't call out the white boots, like just put them like in the corner, like in the background, that would be great.
Like what are those?
Just like just have something on a shelf. Yeah, like Spider-Man walks in and is like, "Oh, do you wear these?" No, we don't talk about those boots. Like, something like that, that'd be great. But yeah, we're going on to Comic Talk. Shout out Comic Talk, our loyal fan, a friend, and yeah, he's hopefully here. If not, he's in our Discord.
Colleague.
This is a good time for everyone to go follow our Discord and go join and go have a good time there. Anyways, Franklin, what are you reading? What are you reading, buddy?
What am I reading right now? Like today or in general?
What are you reading?
I have my pulses. This is today's pulls.
Wait, can you show like the other angle? Like how thick is
the stack?
How thick is the stack?
Okay.
Yep.
That's the stack for today.
Was that news from the Fallout right there on top?
Oh,
Chris Condon and Jimmy
there
Allen.
Shout out.
Yeah.
There you go.
Shout out Chris Condon.
Okay.
This is
I love Ultimate Wolverine. I know some people are like, it's a retread. I love it. And I had not read a lot of his work before that. And so I'm very excited for this book.
It's very good.
It is very, very, very good.
It's a Dennis Camp week this week, obviously. We have Assorted Crisis events right here. Beautiful. Loving this series. And Martian Manhunter. So
Martian Manhunter is crazy.
So good. So good.
I've never felt like I was going on a trip reading a book. Like I was like, what the hell is happening? Like it was just wow. The artwork is incredible.
The art is incredible. And it's I'm definitely, as I've said many times, the Dennis Camp fanboy. I had some issues with the beginning of Ultimates because I thought that it was kind of like juvenile. I don't know. It just felt not, especially coming off of Ultimate Incursion or Ultimate Invasion. I thought that, I don't know, I thought it was going to go in one direction, and then I was pretty bummed when it went whatever direction that was. But then it completely shifted it on its head right around the time that they reintroduced Human Torch and Cap. And then it became like one of my favorite things that I'm reading right now. Besides that, what else am I reading? Because there's a bunch today. I'm excited about the new history of the DC universe.
It's written by Mark Waid. It's got to be good.
Oh,
it's gotta be good. It's gotta be good. I
forgot to pick it up.
I'm stoked about that one. I've heard good things. I love a lore book. I love a deep lore book, and I'll fall for it every time. Every time there's a retcon and they have to redo it all over again, I'm there. Hot take. I know. I just I like there's all those TikTokers and YouTube people now who just do lore videos on comics, and I like beating them. I like knowing what the current retcon is before the video shows up on my page. So that's selfish, I know. I'm loving Justice League Unlimited. I'm really liking it. I understand the complaints about it being too much, it being too many characters, too many storylines, too much plot. I get it, but I think it's exciting, and I grew up on the show, and so I think that it does capture a lot of that energy in a more adult format, which I appreciate. Yeah. Doom Academy. Sorry, now I'm just going through what I got today.
Yeah. No, go for it.
I have to stick by my Strange Academy team, and I've been liking the series so far. I think a lot of I don't really know how I feel about the One World Under Doom story quite yet. I don't.
Are you following all the other books too, or are you just following
a lot of them? I'm not following Doom's Division. I'm not following Superior Avengers.
It's so good.
Okay, that's good. I've heard good things. I already buy so many comic books. I have to save money where I
can. Dude, I got my receipt today, and I was like, "There's no way that adds up." And I'm in the car. I'm like, "Oh fuck, it really does add up."
Yeah, like I said, I'm lucky that I get my returning customer of 20 years discount at my store, but I definitely still. Oh, that's a lot. I don't need to do. So there's a couple books I'm not following, but generally, it's some of it I like a lot. I am not sold on all of it. There's a lot of
Franklin, I think we lost your audio.
Oh, yeah, he cut out. Your audio's not there.
Off. That's weird. That was just out of nowhere.
For a second, I thought I lost my audio. I was like,
Pierre, sing a song.
Anything.
No.
It's time that we sing a song to fill the void that Franklin left us with.
Oh, you missed it. Fill the void now that Franklin's gone. That was the correct line.
Oh yeah, that would have rhymed.
A little unplug and replug, maybe.
Maybe unplug, then replug it in. Still can't hear you. Let the fun begin. Yeah, oh, no. It's time. It's Panaloid time. Woo! It's Panaloid time. Woo! Panaloid time. Yeah. We got Dimitri. We got Kyle.
Worst case, just kill the headphones.
And we don't have Franklin. That's right. Can't hear him. Not at all.
Try muting and unmuting.
Maybe he did something. Maybe
and go StreamYard settings.
Setting time. It's time to check the settings. I'm running out of words to sing.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Franklin's back. Let's go.
All right,
let's go.
Can you hear me? Are we good? Are we good?
Yeah.
Was it settings? Was that?
Well, yeah, but I just had to take off this. I don't know. It's fine. It was.
You sound better now.
Oh,
it sounds
better.
Incredible. Oh my god, yeah, you sound so much better.
You did that on purpose. You just want to sound better.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, if I sounded like shit before that.
No, we just got a really nice clip out of that, though.
Oh, great. Yeah, love it.
Also, I know you've done voice acting, but if you get mocap done on your face, you can be really expressionless without words.
Me? Oh.
Yeah.
That's good to know. I didn't know that.
Now we know.
Well, what I was saying before my computer decided to do that, was that I don't love all of the One World Under Doom stuff because I feel like some of it's pretty fan servicey, and especially the main title feels like, I don't know. I don't love it. I want to
I think
love
it's one of
it.
those events that's going to be judged when it's all over.
Yeah.
I don't think you can judge it in the middle right now. So.
And I'm holding out. And it feels like it doesn't feel as consequential as some other major tie-in events. That it feels like
I agree with that statement for sure.
it feels like something just happened, and then it's like, and they're doing all of this rollout. Meanwhile, there's however many 30, 20 other Marvel titles that somehow are completely disconnected from this thing that should be the most consequential thing that's happened in Marvel. And obviously there's the side of it where it is related to the film and like cash grab. My next complaint is this fucking bullshit. I mean, I enjoy the Ryan North Fantastic Four series. Yeah, I enjoy it. It's good. Yep. And I don't want them to go to one again. I had the same thing with Joe Kelly's Spider-Man. It's fine. You can go to one and it's a fresh start, whatever. Go do what you want to do. That being said, this doesn't feel like the right time. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I want to put you on spotlight. Zeb Wells, Spider-Man writer, good or bad?
Great. And Zeb Wells is Kindred, right? Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Everything besides Kindred. I don't want to sound stupid. Yes. Everything besides Kindred. Fantastic.
Okay. All right. So it's very controversial, but you mentioned Joe Kelly, so I wanted to see what you thought about Zeb Wells. So
I thought, I guess maybe not. I don't know, because that's all the Paul stuff too, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't mind it as much as everybody else did.
That's the correct feeling to have. It's not that bad. It's not terrible, but it's not going to be the greatest run of all time.
The amount of hate though, like I think me and Dimitri asked him like one question at New York Comic Con of just like, tell us about your Spider-Man. The amount of hate comments on that clip, like once a week one comes in, it's irrelevant to the clip. It just doesn't stop.
Dang.
And the views are low, so it's like everyone that watches is saying something nasty.
That's what I've referenced Kevin Smith now a number of times, but like I would love to, if I ever get a chance to talk to him about like his Daredevil run, you know, obviously critically panned at the time.
Yes.
But how does it feel to have made probably the most consequential decision for that character with Karen Page to this day being the most like pivotal part of what you took him in a direction that to this day is still followed. Like obviously with Zeb Wells, choices were made, but you have affected the canon still to a point that regardless of people's opinions still matters.
Mm-hmm. And it's still important. Yes.
Yeah, it's still important. And like you are the reason that writers have an ability to continue writing these stories because of the choices you made, the challenges that you like, you know, martyred yourself on.
That's a clip. Thank you. Yep.
There you go.
Farm.
I'm gonna have a clip of just clip farm being said.
Just all the times I say it. Besides that, the rest of my pull list, Ultimate Spider-Man, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. It's fantastic.
If you're reading comics right now, that's in everyone's pull list, I feel like. It has to be, right?
That's the one, man. Same with Wonder Woman.
Yep.
Obviously. Love it. It's just like you said, you put it really well. It's like I can't read another Wonder Woman story anymore. Nope. Like my mom loves Wonder Woman. I want to get her the trade for this series. Like I want her to read it because it's just fantastic and it's just so different and it's such a great reinvention of the character. And I loved y'all's podcast with her. It was I got propagandized by that podcast, and now I'm reading Birds of Prey. I wasn't reading before, now I am. It's super good.
You're up Dimitri's
Thank you,
alley.
Dimitri. Thank
Dimitri
you,
did it.
Dimitri.
Yeah,
Good job,
it's
Dimitri.
so good. It's so good.
That's his thing.
He nodded.
Fair enough.
nodded.
I
It's
was
just
waiting. I was
fine.
waiting on a hand raise.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch what you said.
We're happy.
I just said that I'm reading Birds of Prey because of the Kelly Thompson interview.
Oh man, it's more than 10 seconds. We're really
It's
Oh, you're
tough.
very welcome. It was fantastic.
Yes.
We got
I
it.
love
We
it.
got
I
there.
still
All
love
right.
it. I can catch up on it a little bit.
We love
It's
it.
good. I'm catching up on it currently. And then besides that, I'm reading Uncanny X-Men. I thought I didn't know how I would feel about the new 4 characters coming in. But man, Gail Simone convinced me to really like those characters. Really convinced me to like those new X-Men and their plotline. And I'm enjoying that. And then besides that, Giant Size Age of Apocalypse. I'm a big X-Men guy. That's my main steez. And I understand the hate behind NYX and then the Giant Size X-Men stuff. I get it. Who's the writers? What's their names? I'm always blanking on their names. Lansing and Kelly.
oh
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of hate.
A lot of hate. But
I love them,
that,
for the record. I'm good with it.
I really
Yeah.
like it. My girlfriend is she's in environmentalism and in community organizing. And NYX series, the main point of it was community organization and like essentially like common goal protesting against, in the end, Mojo. And I thought it was brilliant. I love that. I understand. I have the same feelings about that I do about Exceptional X-Men, where it's like people just don't like it because it's fucking woke. And like, but it is good. It's like it's still good and it's still allowed to be good. Yeah, but so I'm enjoying that and I like what they're doing with Kamala Khan. I understand that. Oh, she has her mutant TV show powers now and whatever, but
I like it.
Yeah, it's okay.
I like what they're doing. So I'm picking up everything Giant Size because I didn't
It's
realize
good.
like Kamala's going through like this whole like she's going through all these events and it's really, really good the way they're using her actually.
It's super solid. I'm a big fan of it. And then the only other series that I can think of that like, I mean, there's a bunch, I'm reading a bunch, but I heard that they're canceling the new Magic series, which I'm sad about because that series is really good. I'm quite enjoying that one. And I'm not reading Psylocke, although I am. Some books I just read on Marvel Unlimited, whatever, 3 months later, just because it's like, all right, I'm spending so much, and if it's not super important to the major, save my $5, right? But like, I know that that's shitty of me to do to the artists and the writers, but at the same time, like, I'm buying this huge stack, so like, might as well at least read it somehow. So that I'm trying to think of anything else.
I would be remiss. We have a good friend of the show, Danny, who is a part of Ghost Machine. So she would like you to read some Ghost Machine books.
Okay.
So High Street, Geiger, Rook. So
I've been told to read Geiger. I want to read Geiger. I haven't read Geiger. I do read. I'm catching up on a lot of indie or independently owned books. Creator owned. Thank you. But those. Reading that, obviously, Assorted Crisis Events is so good. My favorite thing that I'm reading right now is Lost Fantasy. It's so awesome. It's so cool and so weird and so different.
What is that one?
It's in one of my pull list videos I talked about. It's like it's a bad way of putting it, but it's like it's Hellboy meets Final Fantasy in a way.
Okay.
I think you nailed it.
Yeah. And it's kind of, it has a lot of that Hellboy gritty art style meets there's this undercurrent world of magic and there's private detectives who are tasked with apprehending or controlling that under magic side of the world. But it takes this kind of more Cloud Strife perspective of the protagonist, which I'm really into, and some of the magic systems that have been introduced so far are really interesting and cool.
Looks awesome. I'm looking at just like cover art. It just looks.
It's
sick.
really dope. And then Exquisite Corpse is so dope so far. Yeah.
You're reading a lot.
Yeah.
Definitely reading a lot.
Kind of embarrassing how much you're reading in comparison to some of us.
No.
My stack's pretty big too, but it takes me long to like actually get through it. I don't know. Like this is a stack from last week. So
I'm a quick read.
So going back a little bit.
That's simple.
So I brought up Carnage last week. Are you reading Carnage at all?
No.
Or was it last week? No. Okay. Because I know you said you're staying away from symbiotes.
I'm not a huge symbiote guy. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. It's not my thing. Not my thing.
Everybody.
Not for everybody.
But so I made a joke last week that Muse was back and then not back, and he left. Muse.
That's another character that's getting overused.
So he was back, and then he wasn't back. It was a joke. It was like, so Carnage played a joke on Eddie Brock, and Muse wasn't back. And then we got off the podcast. I went to go read, and Muse is back. So it ends with Muse actually is back. So I just want to update everybody on that real quick, because I just thought it was funny that I made a joke that Muse isn't back, and it's like, oh fuck, he is really back. So anyways,
did you see the latest cover where Carnage is like a car? Did you see the Carnage car? There's a Carnage car.
No.
Now I gotta look.
But I like Eddie Brock as Carnage. It's actually a totally different take on Carnage. So whatever. Anyways, we're just gonna move on to Kyle's book that you read, Kyle.
So I'll admit I am mostly digital. I clearly wasn't always mostly digital, but now I am. Well, like a house, kind of put a damper on spending. But I'm catching up on Absolute Superman, and I just wanted to say how stupid I am. I just clicked of like, oh, it's just like a farm on Krypton. Like, I didn't click in my head like that was the difference. Like, he grew up on a farm still on Krypton instead of, so I had like a little epiphany moment of like, oh, okay. He's just a little different.
Wait till you get to issue 8, my friend.
Oh, I think I forget what's in the app. I think I'm on 7.
Okay,
so that's tonight. So I'm gonna get to tonight. Yeah.
Well, there's another farm.
What do you mean there's another farm? No,
there's another farm.
I like this farm.
I love how
it's
absolutely
just
excited Franklin is for you to read this book.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I just felt so dumb.
Do you have another thing coming?
Oh no. It took me so
when
long.
They thought one farm was good enough. There's a second farm.
We got another one for you.
It's great though. I mean, Jason Aaron really, through the years, he's turned into a slow burn, and I don't hate it because it just kind of means more Jason Aaron. Like he was definitely a different pace like 10 years ago, but I kind of like that he slowed down. Yeah, and Wolverine, like that was, well, I mean, that was not too fat, but I can't with him. Like he's just really. So when I'm like reading, I'm like, this is slow, and it still took me all this time to like catch on. Like that was the twist. Like, okay, broke Batman, got it. Like Wonder Woman just better. Superman just stayed at home farm, original family farm, not foster family farm. Got it. So
are you saying that you? So are you saying you like or don't like?
No, I like it. I like it. I just it really didn't click for me of like, because to me every Absolute book has like a little change. Like you can put it into 2 words or 3 words of like what they swapped to change everything. And the Superman one, it just wasn't. And I got it now. And then I'm going to see another farm, apparently. Thank you.
That's all. Spoilers.
Sorry.
This is kind of related. I'll say it for you, Pierre. So
Yeah.
we talked a lot about Ultimate. We talked a lot about Absolute now. Do you have a preference? Like which one you think is better? Because we've asked this like a bunch of times as more issues come out, and it's always the hardest question to answer.
Wait, do you want me to?
All of it. Just in order, however you want.
I think Absolute is better because they're taking more risks and they're reinventing characters that are about 85 years old.
I agree. I think Absolute DC, as much as I'm a Marvel stan, Absolute DC is taking it for me. And I've never really picked up a lot of DC. This has been like my biggest dive into everything DC. I will say I like the Hawkeye that they created out of Marvel. That's the one thing. I know that's a weird take, but like the way they're going about that specifically, I wish like they go more with that. That's the one thing. I need more of that. But anyways,
Franklin, your thoughts?
I mean, I agree completely. I'm a Marvel guy. Clearly, I have a pretty big stack of Marvel and then a little tiny stack of DC. I would love Ultimate Marvel to be my thing, and I like a lot of the choices that they're making, and I like a lot of the creative teams on the books. But I think generally, Absolute DC is making me excited in a way that Ultimate just isn't. I'm keeping up with it, and I'm interested to see where things go. But that being said, I think you put it best. I'm just like, these are characters that have been withstanding continuity for 80 years. There's obviously the Elseworld stuff, but this doesn't feel like that. This feels like deliberate choices, and that could live in the same world, maybe potentially. We don't know. And that would be to see how those characters could interact and those worlds to connect in a major conflict, like a Justice League, or however they decide, if they decide to connect them. I think it's super cool.
A crisis of some sort.
Yeah, a crisis. Exactly, a crisis. An assorted crisis event, if you will.
Kelly did come on here and say that there's two characters coming. They're going to put two characters together potentially in December. So I don't know who the two
today actually
are.
I saw, I don't know if it was confirmed, but they were saying Joker and Ra's al Ghul. Those are the first two Absolute that may be in the same panel. Or that too, Pierre. Thank you.
The connection.
The flesh baby bodysuit Joker.
Oh.
Well, no, I mean, the one time we've seen him, he's been wearing a suit made of babies.
That's just that'd be
Yes.
I don't know.
That is the one time we've seen Absolute Joker. Yeah. He's wearing a suit of baby flesh.
He's gonna bring.
I don't like it.
He's gonna bring it to life. The whole suit. Bring it to life.
It's different reading it and then saying it out loud. Yeah. Like, I really did read that, didn't I?
I mean, Snyder really is a horror writer at the end of the day, so it all makes sense.
I mean, true. Like in his blood, American Vampire, Witches. Yeah, he is a horror writer. And so the fact that he gets
Court of Owls, like, at the end of the day,
yeah, okay, I see it.
That's as far, like, that's for a Batman story. I'd put that on the horror spectrum.
Okay, that's fair.
That fair. Run, especially when he's in the maze underneath Gotham, that's like a horror story.
You made Dimitri leave. Hot
take.
That is his favorite, Court of Owls.
Yeah. Oh, he's back. He's back.
I think. Did he grab something? I don't know. Yeah, he grabbed something.
Yeah. Very nice.
100 variant signed by Greg Capullo and Scott Snyder.
You said the magic word. Dope. I've never actually seen Dimitri get up. He's finally got up to yeah, that's wow.
Yeah, he has legs. Didn't know.
Yeah, everyone thought he was AI up until today. He can move, just so you know. So, yeah, Danny, Franklin is a regular guest now. Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
Let me know.
He reads way more than us. I think. Just give him the logo and I'll walk away.
It's his show. So we're just here with Franklin and the panel leaders. That's us. So, all right. So Dimitri, this is your note here. So I don't know if you want to raise your hand.
Oh yeah, I did it already.
That was quick.
We didn't see it.
Such a quick hand.
Going off of your the Doom event that's going on right now. Doom. I really like to follow the main big event that's going along. But I also like to follow like a side character. So in Iron Man, I think you're seeing the most effect of what's happening, where like he's getting really desperate and like he's really like not giving a fuck of like, yeah, I need to get like control of everything because he's, you know, a control freak. So like he needs to like get his money back, which he lost, his suits back, which he lost, and like control of like what's going on. So like in Iron Man #6, he goes to like, essentially he goes to terrorists and he's like, let's workshop an idea with terrorists. Let's workshop an idea. That doesn't mean like I give you weapons, because I don't want to give you weapons, because that's crazy. But we need to figure out a way to get Doom out of power. And then like the Winter Guard comes and like kind of stops it, not really. And Black Widow helps. But like there's a conversation of like, hey, we're gonna figure this out, but you can't ask terrorists for help. Like we gotta find another way. So I just think that's been pretty cool. To
touching some real world stuff there. Touching some real world stuff there.
I didn't know we needed to write that one down. You can't
I'm that's one of the ones that I'm following on like 3 months behind, and so that I think that makes me want to keep reading. It's what's the retitle of that Iron Man series? It's blank Iron Man, whatever it is.
I think
Insurgent Iron Man.
Insurgent.
Right. That's the name of the story arc right now.
Yeah, that makes me want to keep reading it. Just that alone.
So we're gonna move on from that, I think. Right? Are we moving on? Okay.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if there was a hand raising. I wasn't sure. Maybe just a nose scratch. So I got a question for everyone.
You want another one?
Do you have another one? I don't know. Do I want another one? Do you have it?
Joke.
Oh.
All right.
He'll do that. Like he'll raise his hand and then just go, never mind. And it's like a full 30 seconds we waited.
All right. I have a question for everyone. You can only read comics by one writer for the rest of eternity. Who would you pick?
Writer?
One writer. That's a tough one.
I've got a really good one though, but I almost want to wait to see if someone else does it.
Because you're gonna fucking say Snyder. All you're gonna say is
Snyder.
That's what you think.
Dimitri went Snyder.
Are you gonna say Tom King? Because you're not gonna say Tom King.
How dare you bring up that mark?
Maybe because of the loyalty to my wife, do I say Tinian?
Yeah, but then you gotta tell the story, which I know is what you trying to do.
No, it's just because of Tinian I met my wife. That's all. So yeah, I mean, Something's Killing the Children, House of Slaughter, Exquisite Corpse, like Blue Book, all that stuff. Yeah, maybe Tinian, because he can do every genre that I deeply enjoy. He can do the superhero, he can do the supernatural, he can do the horror, and he can do the fun. So yeah, I'll say Tinian.
All right. So like mine's kind of weird, but like not really. So like Donny Cates. He hasn't written anything in a while, but like everything he wrote was so freaking good. And like if that was what I'd have to read forever, I'd be totally fine with it.
He's gonna have a comeback. Just wait for it.
I hope he does. I really hope he does, because he wrote probably my favorite Thor ever. So
God, it's tough. My brain goes straight to Bendis, but Bendis can be kind of one note. And my main thing with that is that I just want to read Kitty Pryde for the rest of my life. That being said, I think I might do the obvious, because you guys are referencing obviously people who do multiple genres, and the only person that does, like, I'm I think I'm going to do the really cheap answer and go Hickman, just because of his creator-owned stuff. Like less about, the Krakoa or even Secret Wars, but like East of West. Like that to me is the peak of what comics can be. And I suggested that book to somebody recently because it's just means so much to me. So I'll do the cheap answer and I'll do Hickman.
Have you read The Dying and the Dead? I
haven't.
Oh, that's a really good one. Ryan Bodenheim was the artist on that. R.I.P. Ryan, Jersey Boy. So there's another connection for you. So
okay, I'll read it.
Can I change my answer to Philip Kennedy Johnson? Can I not? No. I'm stuck with Donny Cates. I
thought
really
about
like
it for
Hulk.
a second. Like, do I go to Brian K. Vaughan?
The Incredible Hulk book is really like in my mind right now, and it's hard. Like, I'm like, am I like, I don't know. Donny Cates isn't writing really as much, so it's tough.
But he did write Redneck, so
he did write Redneck.
So mine, Stephanie Phillips.
Oh, I should have said Stephanie Phillips.
Okay, not only because she's my girl, but not just because we're good friends.
Stephanie, she's lying to you.
And we've had many conversations, both in person and twice on this podcast, and we might have interviewed her before she blew
Stephanie,
up.
I love you more. I love you more. This is
but
bullshit.
think about it this way. She's really still new in her career. So she's good now.
She's getting there.
No, but like really, like think about like some of the creators you just named.
Yeah.
She's still pretty new, and if she's this good now, there's a lot of time, and we're gonna see a lot of Eisner's.
Grimm was so
down the line. I'm looking at future books. That's my. If I really could only read one, I know I'm getting some new and good stuff forever till I die at this keyboard.
That's a good one.
Thank you. I thought so. That's why I asked the question, because I just wanted to say that actually.
Oh, clipboard.
That was good.
Dimitri Snyder. Right. Like I know that. Dimitri's 100% Snyder. You don't have to raise your hand, Dimitri. It's fine.
No, he said it. He said it.
Oh, he did say it?
He said it. He said it at the very beginning. He was the first one to answer.
Missed it.
So I guess we're just gonna
a close second for me right now is when Ram V.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's
really
that New Gods series is so good.
Yes.
It is.
Holy
peak.
Shit.
It is peak.
It's almost biblical. It's crazy. I don't know how to explain it. It's
100%.
something different. Like
I've started reading it because you've told me to, Dimitri. So yes, I do agree that New Gods shit is good.
Just the I don't know, the way
respect.
Yeah, the way that it respects the original, but also the way that he encapsulates specifically like Orion. Like I got emotional reading that scene between Orion and Mr. Miracle because on the bench outside. Oh God, so good, so good.
I'm not the only one who cries, motherfuckers.
Yeah, no, I get emotional. I cried in Magic. I think it was issue 5 or 6 at the end when she's with Cyclops. That scene in the kitchen when he gives her a snack. That scene was brutal, bro.
I just cry at more embarrassing things. That's why I'm just not willing to open it up about this.
Fair. Fair.
Yeah, it's yeah.
I think regardless, crying at a comic book is pretty embarrassing. Regardless.
Yeah. Whatever. It's okay to cry.
No.
Yeah. Okay. We cry. We cry.
Men being in touch with their emotions is a good thing.
That's right.
Yeah. Yep. All right, guys. So it's that time. Collection acquisition. This is where we show off what we bought this week. If you bought anything that you wanted to show off, or just in general.
Recently.
So I'm just gonna go first. This is what I bought. I bought this today. I didn't.
Very nice.
Couldn't say no. I saw the baby on him, and I was like, okay, this is hilarious. I need this. So, and it's attachable. I could just remove him.
Remove the baby.
Remove the baby. Throw the baby out. Throw the baby out if I wanted.
I do love that costume though.
It's such a good costume. Comes with 2 heads.
That's from Dark Knight's Metal, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I haven't read it. Haven't read it.
No,
Cardinal Sin.
it's a weird one. It's a weird one.
It's one I would like, I think.
Only know this from it. And what's it? The Joker? What's he? The Batman that laughs?
Yeah.
That's the only.
That's why I don't. That's why I haven't read it, is because of the Batman who laughs.
But the baby, come on.
Oh, but that's cool. Dark Side, baby. Dark Side,
Is it
baby.
Dark Side or Dark Seed?
Yeah. I say Dark Side, but it's
yeah,
probably Dark
yeah,
Seed.
Jeremiah.
Because it is Dark Side.
Are you gonna
It is
correct
Dark
Franklin?
Side.
I may be wrong.
I found these digging in a back of a comic book store the other day, so got them for a decent price. Some very hard to find Carnage Silver Surfer issues. So
Nice.
but then I lost my furnace, so that's another thing. Kyle, you pick up anything?
Well, yeah, it's just like I was like, oh, I'm trying to be good, and I bought a house. That's why it's kind of like being a hypocrite now, because this just came in.
So freaking nice.
This one
With the remark looks dope, man.
Yeah,
that remark looks so good.
Yeah,
beautiful.
So we went to Super Jersey Comic Expo.
Yep.
And that was
good job.
I actually got this one raw and got it graded, and I got a 9.8, and I've been on a little bit of a slump, so I'm happy I pulled a 9.8. Also bought this for a ridiculous
Fucking what?
amount of
Reason
money.
why? There's a reason why that he
All right,
wants-
so quick story. I've been trying to get a 9.8 of these. This is a one per shop. This came out in what, 23, 22. I sent 3. Pierre sent 1. I got 3 9.6s. He got a 9.8. I bought 2 more. I got 2 more 9.6s. Oh, no, I think one was a
And then
9 actually. That was what really broke me.
I pressed one for you.
You pressed one for me, and it still was a 9.6. So I've been on a hunt. I'm big Batman Beyond, like complete collection. So like a one per shop, I have to have a 9.8. But not only did Pierre get the 9.8, the remark, you can't see it up there, but so the remark from Murphy, he actually colored the logo red. So it was like a one of a kind he's got.
Pretty nice.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty nice.
Yep.
I mean, this is old, but Paulo colored in Bloodshot.
Oh, that's cool.
A long time ago.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. It's not your
the
favorite
same.
artist coloring and one of your favorite
Not
characters. You
the same. So yeah, I just been on a mission for that one, so I want to show this up. That was a lot of money. I'm not gonna lie. That was a mess.
So that same con, I did pick this up, and I showed this off in the Discord. So I got it signed. I think Jeremiah, you might have even commented the fact that he did it in green ink. It's so cool that he did that.
The
I
green
hate that
ink,
it's
the
an 8.5,
DCU,
but like, whatever.
Yeah.
The
That is
DCU
sick.
barcode, like fuck that book's amazing, absolutely amazing.
And then I had a really good conversation. Can't talk. Like conversation, huh? All right, I did that on purpose. No, Bob Budiansky. So he's like the guy for Transformers, like the guy.
Was one of the founders.
Yeah. So I just had him sign this Transformers #1, but this is like the newer one by Daniel Warren Johnson.
Daniel Warren Johnson.
Yep. So I love this run. Like Daniel Warren Johnson's killing it. But talking about Budiansky, I had him sign something else. It's on the wall, but I just was like, you got to sign this. Like, I don't care if you never wrote this. Like, you were one of the reasons why this even exists. You're signing this. So, but yeah, that's it. Cons, and more cons. So
Franklin, you pick anything up lately that's fun to show off?
I do.
Oh boy.
So I'll start with this. This is the only thing that came in this week.
This week.
Yeah, this
Uh-oh.
week.
He has a problem. He's one of us.
New Mutants 28 in easy 9.8. She's beautiful. I got her at auction for really easy price, 50 as well. And then impossible to find for obvious reasons, but -3 issues. I have now the first 50 issues of New Mutants. So I got number 7 as well, which for obvious reasons is impossible to find because it's insensitive. But very insensitive. But at least now I'm close to having a full run of that, which will be nice. And some of them are in great condition. The main thing that I'm really stoked about, I like, I'm always on estatesale.com, just going through. And there was an estate sale in New Jersey, in South Jersey, that was right next to where my girlfriend's mom lives. and she went to this estate sale for me and shipped me these books.
Oh my god!
You're
talking about my estate sale.
Was it yours?
No. I'm just gonna. It's like, wait a second. Those are my books.
You might have seen these. With a proper press, these are either anywhere between a 9.4 and a 9.8, easy. And they're first off.
Oh shit!
Damn. Come on with that, right?
That's beautiful.
Damn.
I mean, crispy.
That's right before the reprints start kicking in.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to plug Jeremiah, but Jeremiah does do press service.
I do
just
press
saying.
books.
Clean and pressing. Just saying.
it.
He's a good at it. Puts a lot of love into it.
My press is literally right here.
I got a lot from this estate sale, but I'll save you guys the time and only show 2 more. I have to get the other one out, but you're gonna lose your mind. All right, and like I said, easy, and I paid good price.
Premium? Paid a premium? Good.
These were not priced at what you would get at a store or even an auction. All right.
First binary newsstand. Is it a Mark Jewelers?
I don't think so. No.
Just look at the top. Just look at the top of the book. If you see another color, maybe. If you don't see any other color, it's not.
That's what I was looking for because I didn't want to take it out of the bags and boards. But no, I don't think so.
Fair enough. So, it's a newsie.
Yeah. But then the real kicker, and I'm probably going to take at least these last 2 to SDCC this year and get them signed by Claremont because I know he does the CGC signing there. Skadoosh.
Oh,
first Dazzler.
Skadoosh.
As a musician, I think it's insanely important for you to have that issue.
It's in beautiful condition. There's
While
you have the Dazzler comic book up, who do you think is playing the Dazzler in the MCU?
I hope it's Sabrina Carpenter. That would be nice.
Oh shit! You heard it here. That's a clip for him.
So.
Franklin likes Sabrina Carpenter more than Taylor Swift.
Definitely.
Frank.
Whoa! Oh
no!
Flip farm.
Clip farm. Make that a clip file. We need it.
Those are my new books that I'm very excited about.
That is a gorgeous first Dazzler and a very nice, very gorgeous first binary. So
I mean, they're easy with the press. I think 9.5, 9.6, or 9.8. Let's go ahead. Sorry.
One of my favorite things about that Dazzler book is that's a John Romita Jr. cover.
Yeah, it is.
Like most people don't realize that's John Romita Jr.
I did not know. I'll be honest.
It's amazing, John Romita Jr. Before he got a little too liney. Although I still love him.
And weird coincidence, but a friend of mine just gave me a Power Records LP. One of the old, which is the record label that DC and Marvel initially created this character.
Yeah.
For. So cool.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
So awesome.
That's awesome. You got to keep that one though. You got to keep.
Oh yeah. But I want to get it signed.
Yeah, you got to get it signed. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely got to add to it. That's awesome. All right. Well, that was our collection acquisition, guys. We still got a little time here. So screen time. We're talking Ironheart. Franklin,
I watched it. Did anyone else?
I haven't watched it yet.
You're in MCU. Like I know you read, but do you? Okay.
I'm deep in it.
Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna watch it tonight probably.
First
I didn't even know it came
episodes.
What would you rank it?
7.5, 8 out of 10. Not bad.
Don't give me a score.
It's not bad at all.
Give me it on your list of like shows. Like, is this like better than Moon Knight?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Better than Moon Knight, I would say. Kind of up there with Loki season 2.
Ooh.
It's just a very good show in terms of character development. I love what they're doing with the Hood. I love how Riri is acting. This isn't just a fan service kind of show. They're actually like doing really, really good character development. It is better than I was expecting, to be 100% honest. I'm very happy with how it's going. I'm excited to watch more of it. So, yeah, that's the first 3 episodes. It's interesting that they put 3 episodes out, but it definitely catches its groove for sure with the 3rd episode.
It's a boom.
It's a boom for sure.
It's a boom.
All right.
Boom,
boom, boom, boom. All right. So, Franklin, this question is directly to you. So,
Yes.
because we know that you voiced this special character to a lot of people. I mean, Sasuke in the English dub of Ponyo. Kind of crazy. That was you. That was your voice, man. So, if you could voice any comic book character in an animated project, who would it be and why?
Oh, I've already said Damien, but the thing is, my voice is, I don't think that I could do up high like that. My voice is too low now. I mean, I would go with Knull. Deep cut X-Men, a Knull.
A Knull?
Yeah.
Completely.
You don't know.
That's really deep. I thought you said Knull. I'm like,
No,
you
a
don't
Knull.
like
You
Knull.
hated Knull.
A Knull.
Wait, you don't know a Knull?
I
You
don't.
don't know a Knull?
Pierre,
He's my
you're Googling.
favorite. He's my favorite
I'm Googling.
X-Men. Wow.
Hold on.
Are we all Googling?
I
Did you
can't
send us
believe
all?
I have
I'm-
a deeper cut than Jeremiah. What? That's crazy.
Let's go. What is he?
Oh,
Can
oh,
we?
okay.
Who
Yeah,
is this character?
a Nolan Rockslide. That's
The
like,
little green dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that tells me exactly when you started reading comics.
Yeah.
If like he's one of your favorite X-Men.
X-Men
Oh,
Legacy
wow, yeah.
era, like
Uh-huh.
reintroduction of Legion, 2008 to 2012 era. That was when I discovered
Yeah.
X-Men, and he became quickly my favorite. And that's why I was so stoked that he was in NYX, and he was a big part of the Krakoa era.
That could actually
Wow.
happen. That could happen.
That's
deep
Could
cut.
Easily.
Deep cut.
That's real deep cut. Holy
That's
shit.
wild.
The
That's awesome.
in the X-Men Legacy books from that era, 2008ish, like my favorite comic panel, for instance, it to this day is the Fear Itself, Uncanny X-Men, where Hope Summers gains all the abilities of every X-Men from Utopia. Like that era of X-Men, I think is peak, like pre-Schism, Utopia era, like Bobby Drake
Dark
is
X-Men.
gay. Yeah. Bobby Drake is gay, Dark X-Men, like that period of time when I entered this world, and I have a lot of nostalgia.
Is
for
that
it.
the same time
Sir,
period?
you
where
have
Cyclops-
great taste.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. But
that
then
the
also
same time period?
post-Schism is pretty cool too. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh no, sorry. Is that the same time period where Cyclops and Wolverine are like a thing?
No, that's Krakoa. That's
yeah.
Krakoa.
Okay.
They're in the
The
thruple.
thruple.
in Krakoa.
The thruple. Okay, okay.
The thruple on the moon. Yeah, it's
The
classic.
bedrooms all had
Yeah.
doors that led to her room.
I will say though that post-Schism is really dope too, because they have that's Wolverine. There's the 2 teams. There's the Cyclops' right team, and he's like a international terrorist, and he's got the
Yeah.
X eyes.
All new X-Men. Yep.
And then the Wolverine and the X-Men side, which like is basically just a Quentin Quire Brood book, which is
I love the
Yeah.
Cyclops as a villain. Like that was awesome.
yeah, dude. Cyclops
when they
was
did
right,
that.
man. Cyclops was
Yeah.
You're
right.
also a big fan of Kid Omega, Pierre. You like Quentin Quire. So.
I love Kid Omega.
I love me some Kid Omega. I think that
He's so sarcastic, and it's like it's right up my alley. Like I'm like, he's
Yeah,
just like a
dude.
little dick. I love him.
Jed McKay was talking about how much people hate him. And I'm sorry, I think most people actually really love him. I think that especially
Yeah.
after the Krakoa X-Force stuff, I think anybody who dislikes him became a very big fan of him.
Yeah, I think there was like a panel where he's like, "Call me Kid Omega" or some shit like that, and he's like, "Quentin, like, come over here." He's like, "No, say my name." It's like, "Quentin, say my name." It's like, "Kid Omega, can you come over here?" It's like, "Okay, I'm out. Like, let's go." Like, I don't know. He's fun.
I still think my favorite bit with him is when his Phoenix Force shows up at school, when like his future self, and he's like, "Hey, when am I going to graduate?" And he just laughs and disappears.
It's awesome.
I think
he's great.
From that Wolverine and the X-Men series, they show a future X-Men, and it's him and Fahrenheit, who are now currently in the X-Men team. So, and like Brood too, which I think that we're slowly making our way towards that future X-Men team that I hoped for years was not be a throwaway, and we're very close.
Oh shit.
We have 2 of the 5. Also, I think Hope was on that team as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we're still moving along here with the TV stuff. Movie. This is movie. We have 2 huge movies coming out very soon. We got Fantastic Four, First Steps, and Superman. All right. Which are you more excited for, and which do you think will be better? Keep in mind, the Thing has a beard. He does have a beard.
Which there is precedent for. There is precedent for.
Is there fucking
No.
60 years no beard, but like suddenly he gets beard?
There's only precedent for the beard if there is a time jump for 5,000 years into the future.
I love the beard. I think it's so great. It just looks
beard is weird.
So funny.
It looks good, man. It looks good.
I mean, it's very comic accurate. Like it's like to the panel.
Yeah.
But I still don't like it.
I hope it makes sense.
I just finished reading through the John Byrne Fantastic Four run from the 80s. And
talk about loving Franklin.
Oh yeah. I mean, that was where that's where so much of that early continuity, Franklin, like so much of his entire time has been based on that series. And so I don't know, there's a lot to this movie that feels like a love letter to that era of the X-Men. Or not, sorry, X-Men, Fantastic Four. I'm still thinking of Quentin Quire in my head. I think it's like so much a love letter to that, and even to the fact of like including Herbie, right? It's like, okay, fuck the animated show, right? But Herbie was, especially at the beginning of the John Byrne's run, he was pretty pivotal to the team, and I think, I hope that they do some level like. The new the Shala Ball Silver Surfer reminds me a lot more of like the Frankie Ray
Nova. Okay, yeah.
Nova. It reminds me more of that, especially in its design. And I would hope that we're going in that direction. I don't know. I have hope for the movie, but just based on what I know about it, I feel like Superman's gonna be better, unfortunately. And this is coming from somebody who is the fact that I'm getting Franklin Richards in a major motion picture is something that I could never imagine to be true. That being said, there's a reason we've only seen The Stretch twice after a year of previews. There is a reason we have only seen Mr. Fantastic use his abilities in 2 shots.
All right.
I think they're all gonna die, all of them.
Oh, you're still on that theory?
That's a dumb theory.
I'm starting to think they're all gonna die, and I think it's either Doctor Doom or Franklin Richards that gets to our universe. Now I don't know. That's what I'm starting to think. Like they save Franklin.
Spoil the film, but there has been leaks that it is not the team on that spaceship in New Avengers. Which was a great, incredible movie. One of my favorites in a very long time.
So freaking good.
That being said, that is allegedly not the Fantastic Four, but
I don't think it's them. I think it's either Doctor Doom or it's Franklin Richards.
We shall see in a few short weeks. Yep,
but Superman will be better. I will agree. But no one's talking about the elephant in the room, Jurassic Park. No,
you really missed the mark about saying the Tyrannosaurus Rex in the room. Like that would have been.
I really thought Jurassic Park was going to be hot. I remember when all these trailers were like they were talking about these movies coming out, and then the trailer dropped, and I'm like, oh, all right, I'm gonna watch it, but like, I don't know.
Yeah,
what are you gonna do?
Fantastic Four. That's where I'm at. That's what
I want it. Like I want it to be great. I wanted
Yeah,
to
no,
be great.
you have very valid reasons for thinking the way that you're thinking. I like, by all means, you're allowed to have your opinion. Just because it's wrong doesn't mean it's bad.
I just feel like there's so much coming from the Superman movie that like we're just like we've gotten just like a tiny sprinkle of what they're about to really do, and this is going to set up. This is going to be like your Iron Man movie.
Okay,
for like the
James
future.
Gunn talked about there is a event that he has planned, right? There is something that's on the books that he has not talked about publicly or announced because he didn't want Marvel to steal it. What do you guys think it is?
Oh, it's a crisis.
He's throwing questions at us now.
For sure. It's definitely Crisis on Infinite Earths. The Anti-Monitor is going to show up at the end of this movie to start the seed.
They're going to start with that, you think?
I think he's just going to show up in an after-credit scene. Like, just like almost Thanos-esque, like turn towards the camera. It's just you're gonna see a foot or a fist or the mouth kind of, and it pans out and you're gonna see the face of the Anti-Monitor just so people go, what was that?
I thought that at first, but I feel like that might be too, because they're already doing that with Secret Wars. So what could it be that Marvel has not done or is not currently doing from DC continuity that they could possibly be adapting? Dimitri, you raised your hand also.
Oh, did he? I missed it again.
I saw
so
it.
fast. He's so quick.
I've taken over this last stream. I'm asking the questions.
It's Franklin the Pandaloiders now. I'm telling you, it's official. He's on forever now. Every Wednesday, 7 p.m.
I think we get Ultraman.
I was thinking that too, Dimitri. Playing off of that.
Oh, the crime syndicate because of Ultraman.
And
yeah,
subsequently Owlman.
Owlman, yeah.
I mean, it's generally too quick for crime syndicate. But if you plant every seed and then they admit at the end of the movie, hey, Ultraman, we called him Ultraman because it is actually Ultraman. We actually took Superman from another universe.
So this Superman, it's like 3 years, I think, or like he's been Superman for a while now. It's not just like, he just turned into Superman. He's been Superman, being saving lives for a while now. So it's not necessarily too early to really do a story like that, Like, again, if they do it right, if they push it the right way. What's that? Is that the Riddler?
That's Ultraman.
Yeah, so that makes me think Doomsday to me. I'm like, oh, it's Doomsday. But they're not going to do that.
Yeah, definitely it's got a Doomsday look to it for sure.
But that's what he posted saying Ultraman.
And I thought this about doing the crime syndicate too. But the thing is that Marvel is currently doing that. They are reintroduced. There's
variants,
variants. But the thing is, they're obviously Robert Downey is Dr. Doom, and that's going to have something to do with Iron Man dying. They have allegedly Captain Hydra is coming back.
Which is bullshit.
I think it would be cool. I think that would be fun.
Let's go.
Yeah, just because you read Secret Empire and then jumped into college.
I love Secret Empire. Let's go.
It's not the worst storyline ever.
No.
But I feel like there's something with DC that my thought goes to like the Elseworld series. Like they could be doing they could have Henry Cavill back for like a Superman Red Sun or
Speeding Bullets.
Yeah, or a Gotham by Gaslight or whatever it might be, That was where my mind went. Because he's already said he's doing Elseworlds, but to have it be like a major production while doing the other films is maybe, I don't know.
That would be dope. That would be absolutely dope. New Frontier.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there it is. That's cool. I like that.
Stick it in the 60s. Stick it in the fucking 60s. Keep it in the 60s. Oh my god.
Do like a JSA movie, like a Avengers, but during the 40s. That would be sick.
Yes. Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, yes.
The one storyline that I really want adapted, but they're not going to do because they already screwed it up, is Flashpoint. That's all I really wanted. And when I found out that they were doing it, I was like, oh shit, it's coming. And I was like, what the fuck? What did you guys do this whole story? Which it wasn't a terrible movie, but like just everything that came around it just kind of fell apart, unfortunately. They just can't do it again. I just want to see Thomas Wayne. I want to see Thomas Wayne Batman so bad. Such a good suit. Anyways, I guess we're just gonna go into rumors, guys. Quick rumors. This is rapid fire rumors. Rumors, baby. Miles Teller is once again being rumored to appear in Secret Wars. Could he be the Maker?
No.
Is that the shuttle?
No.
That would be cool though. That would be cool.
I'll take it when that.
I mean, I would like to see the Maker in live action. That would be great.
Oh my god. Yeah.
It would fuck a lot of people's brains though.
Yeah,
So.
especially just introducing Reed Richards. It would be cool though. But then again, you know, they don't really care. They're introducing Dr. Doom for 2 movies and then he's gone. So it doesn't really matter at the end of the day.
Yeah. So my only other theory with that was that Reed Richards, like the one that Pedro Pascal, right? His universe crumbles. Everyone dies. That whole Fantastic Four dies. His kid dies. And he is in that shuttle coming to our universe. And that's the beginning of the Maker. We don't realize he's like crazy yet. But like he's going to go insane trying to find his family or like figure a way to like get them back. I don't know.
Interesting.
I could see Pedro Pascal being evil. He's done it before.
Not
Wonder
well.
Woman.
Oh my god! Don't remind us. Holy fuck!
Because of the source material that it seems like they're basing it off of for for First Steps, or not now, no longer First Steps, just Fantastic Four. I would bet that we get Malice before we get the Maker.
Ooh.
Yes. Give me that. Not
so
because of the
Malice
costume,
is in the
definitely
shuttle
because
by
of the
herself now.
Exactly. Malice and the hate monger enter the MCU.
No.
All
right.
Let's go. All right. And Doomsday rumor. Dr. Doom will attack the X-Men with Sentinels to steal Cerebro and use it to locate Loki in the multiverse. That sounds too crazy.
Yeah,
but
that
like,
just sounds like a fanboy.
But like kind of
throwing
cool.
anything at the wall that sticks.
I like the way they're using all these different pieces to like make it happen.
What I will say to that comment about it being a fanboy, like a fan fiction, that's basically what Deadpool and Wolverine was, and it was one of the biggest successes they've had in a very long time.
Yeah, tell him, Franklin. Woo!
So
shut up, Jeremiah.
The last 2 movies that they made that went over $1 billion were essentially like fanboy fanfics, Spider-Man and then Deadpool and Wolverine, and they both are just like fan service. So I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they just spent however many $1 million to film at the Buckingham Palace or whatever.
Yeah, true. True.
All right, guys. Well, let's wrap this up. Franklin, do you have any upcoming music releases?
At this moment, none that I could talk about, but very soon I hope I will be able to talk about them.
All right. Well, you heard my talent here, so definitely include me on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's it for Panelloids, comic books, and more. Big thanks to Franklin Jonas for hanging out, giving us a lot of your time, man. We went way over time, so hopefully everyone enjoyed it. So
thank you for giving me a space to talk about my like true love. And this is such a cool thing. And I like I said, I love you guys' podcast, and I love everything that you guys are doing. And so I was just really grateful that you asked me to come on. So thank you.
Yeah, no,
this was a lot of fun.
Pleasure. we hope you come back.
Yeah, dude.
This is just a
anytime.
fun time.
I kind of feel like you're better at it than us, so you kind of need to come back.
Yeah,
I mean, speak for yourself, maybe. But
we might have a better encyclepedia. We might have a replacement for the encyclepedia.
I think Franklin and I can go tit for tat. I honestly think we could.
We could do a trivia night, the 2 of you. Okay, hold on. We could even out these teams.
You can't bring in a ringer to dethrone me. Okay, that is fucking not fair.
That's it.
It's gonna happen. I like this. We haven't done trivia in a while, so this is it,
It'll
guys. This is a reminder. Check out our recent interviews with Sam Humphries, Kelly Thompson, Ethan S. Parker, and Griffin Sheridan. Subscribe, follow, and join the Discord. That's it. Paneloids. Cue the music.